Yeah, when it comes to buying an electric vehicle, there are a few common things that hold people back, and one of them is the ability to charge them. Here in Perth, inner city councils are looking at an idea where streetlights could be used to charge EVs. To explain this further, Andrew Forster is the chief executive of a private charging operator called EVX. Hello, Andrew.
Good morning, Mark.
You've tried this on the East Coast, haven't you? Does it work?
We have, and it does, and we've done it at scale pretty massively across New South Wales and now expanding into Melbourne. And what we're excited about with this project in Perth is that the product that we'll be developing and manufacturing here will be specific for the Perth market and specific for the Perth utility and for people using and accessing public charging.
So how does it work? How do you get streetlights to double as charging points?
So effectively, all we do is we draw from the exact same power that's feeding the streetlights, and we manufacture a device which is specifically designed to attach to the street lighting column and just sort of blend in, and also take advantage of the fact that there's already something there, and that's the key difference between what we do and I suppose what you would see traditionally out on the curbside, putting new equipment on there, is we try and integrate with existing infrastructure. It makes it much cheaper to do, and you've just got less stuff on the curbside, which is nice for councils as well.
Now, what I'm understanding from this is it works, and the reason some of these inner city councils have jumped on board, it's kind of for densely populated areas, isn't it, where people might live in apartments or have homes that don't have a garage or even a driveway.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And if you've got an ability to charge your car at home, an electric vehicle is a pretty easy choice depending on what kind of vehicle you're looking for at the moment. If you don't have access to parking or charging at your home, it is a little bit more difficult, although not that much more difficult than a fuel car. You still have to make a special trip to fill your car up. The advantage that people can charge at home have is that they will never have to make a special trip to fill up unless they're travelling. And what we want to do is we want to emulate that home charging experience for people who can't do it currently.
So I guess you also you've got a private company like yours, you've got, it's power infrastructure. You need someone like Western Power on board as well?
Yeah, that's correct. So we're working with Western Power to develop this product, and there's a little bit of special sauce and innovation that goes into how our equipment speaks to the network, how it tells the network how much power it's drawing, and putting it in a package that can integrate within that existing infrastructure. So we need local councils for their support, their community consultation to help us pick these locations. We need the utility to work with us on the infrastructure and technology, and then we provide the service to the customer. And a lot of what we do ultimately is just education. We take phone calls from people wanting to know how to use it, how it works, and what sort of equipment they need to purchase to use public charging.
This is Andrew Forster from a private charging company called EVX. I wonder if this sounds like something you'd take advantage of. You can always jump on the phone, join the conversation, 1300 222 720. Andrew, so the 5 councils, the City of Perth, South Perth, Vincent, Vic Park, Subiaco, they have signed some sort of memorandum of understanding. So what happens from here?
Well, essentially what that does is it gives us and Western Power the green light to go ahead and develop this solution, knowing that there is an appetite from the local governments in Perth, particularly those inner city local governments, to implement this kind of solution. And it essentially signals to us that there is a willingness, which means that we can invest the time and energy into developing this product. So we're really excited that they've decided to do this, and it's an excellent initiative, and it's going to put out some really interesting sort of findings in terms of how we implement this in Perth for sure.
We have a habit, though, of talking about these things and then taking quite a while to actually come to fruition. You've, as you said, it's in New South Wales. You're about to start in Victoria. When, realistically, could we expect to see this here in Perth?
Oh, look, we would like to see trials in place this year. And the technology that needs to be developed has been developed and is already being used or trialled or deployed at scale in other jurisdictions. And although Each state has different regulations and rules and different electricity networks and standards. They are by and large very much the same and based on the same sets of electrical standards. So we don't anticipate that we should take any longer than the end of this year to see trials in place.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for the chat. Andrew Forster there, the Chief Executive of EVX, looking at teaming up with Western Power and these inner city councils as a fairly novel way of being able to charge your EV if you don't have access to power to do so at home.